Well, I am delighted to be here with all of you. And we're here filling this room not just with celebration, but with the seriousness and determination required to advance universal health care in Washington State. And I think we all know that this goal has never been more important. We have witnessed massive federal cuts to health care funding, and we're seeing far too many Americans lose their coverage. I stand with you tonight 100% committed to universal health care. I really think you can judge a society by how it treats its most vulnerable. And there are few moments in our lives when we are more vulnerable than when we are in need of health care. When we're born, when we're ill, when we're injured, when we're giving birth, when we're temporarily or permanently disabled, and when we're nearing the end of our lives. And these are also the moments when we are least likely to be able to pay for health care. So if a society can be judged by how it treats its most vulnerable, then it can also be judged by how it provides or fails to provide access to health care. And by that measure, we are failing. Universal health care is so obviously the right thing to do, and yet it is so far from what we have. I remember being a young person, rolling that dice, and not buying health insurance because it was so expensive, and hoping that when you did need to see a doctor, you might qualify for some kind of charity care. And I've known far too many people in my life who have delayed or foregone needed care because they couldn't afford it. Last month, I had the privilege to visit the Seattle King County Clinic at the Seattle Center, where people are able to access free care for 4 days. And the thousands of people lining up there to be served over just that few days were a dramatic reminder of how inaccessible healthcare is for far too many people, just here in our local community. So my commitment to universal healthcare carried into my campaign when I endorsed Whole Washington's Washington Health Trust and signed the Patients Over Profits Pledge. Refusing campaign contributions from private insurance and pharmaceutical companies. Not that they were planning to contribute to my campaign anyway. And that commitment continues today as mayor of Seattle, where I'm proud to be, I believe, the first mayor to endorse Whole Washington's signature legislation. That was in the talking points prepared by my staff, so apologies to any other mayor out there who's also done that. Just reading the words on the page. So I wanted to say, since we're all here to support Whole Washington, just a few things that I really appreciate about this organization. First of all, it is visionary. It's not settling for half measures, and it's shining a light on how the pursuit of profit undermines the common good in the healthcare sector. And second, it is grassroots, and this is something that is close to my heart as someone who built my career as a community organizer with an organization that was driven by volunteer labor and volunteer passion and time. And I see that in Whole Washington as well. I see how many people here are like volunteers with Whole Washington? Yeah. Yes. And I just admire and appreciate that energy. The things that we do when we're not being paid to do them are some of the most meaningful things that we do in our lives, and this is such a good cause. And third, visionary, grassroots, and also determined. You don't give up, and that is so valuable. That is so valuable because history is made by people who don't give up. So I am just here to say that I'm in this fight with you. And I'm committed to doing what we can at the local level to ensure that every resident has access to high-quality health care. And together with my statewide colleagues who are here tonight, I believe that we can push Washington to take bold statewide action. I remain committed to universal health care for every Washington resident because everyone deserves the care they need to live a healthy, dignified life, no matter their background or what's in their bank account. So keep fighting the good fight. Support Whole Washington, and together we will win. Thank you.